California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And a short kick take. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Tackle made.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Brandon McManus.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. They got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Austin Eckler.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Broncos 3. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First down, Denver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. This is the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Broncos.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Jackson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now this is the 3rd-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Give better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the Broncos.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Makes the score. Chargers 17. Broncos 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, for Melvin Gordon, he's certainly up for this one. He's going to get a chance at least twice a year to take on his former teammates, as he spent 5 years in a Charger uniform, but he'll be doing his work against his old mates. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
Get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. KJ Hamler returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson now. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose. That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call us.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jackson to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He finds Hopkins complete, but he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
The 41-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Badgley now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
He's brought down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. That's caught left side by Judy. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for... And down he goes! They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. His throw is incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. 3rd down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
17 yards.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now for 42 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will give him a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, it's Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
He's across mid.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
To Phillip Lindsay.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that